I'm Dave Daly, and this is Diana Detweiler, and we're your hosts for Downtown Salem Strong, where we feature positive stories about what's happening here in downtown Salem. And we're bringing you another episode of what's happening here in First Wednesdays on August 6, 2014. And we also want to give you an update as to the amount of people who watched last month's First Wednesday video invite for June. Because of many companies sharing the video invite, over 3,400 people saw it over Facebook. So we're grateful to all of those who helped share, get the word out. First Wednesday's been going on for 14 years, and we're excited to continue to let people know about the great things happening here every First Wednesday here in downtown Salem. And so as a beginning of this summary, Helen at the Salem Arts Building is going to be kicking off the announcement of their construction project called The Hive. And this is over 25 different artists who have office space in a central area of the building. And the owner of the building is going to be here, Michael Tevis. It's going to be a really big event. So for your first Wednesday in August, do not miss coming to the Salem Arts Building and see this really new creative art hive with all these artists working in a shared space. So we're excited to invite you out for that. Diana, what's happening at Top Drawer across the street on Liberty?
Top Drawer is having their grand opening celebration, and they're having extended hours and a huge sale, and they're super excited about just throwing the doors open to the whole community for their store.
And at the Willamette Heritage Center, they're going to be having a walking tour, but they're going to be meeting in downtown Salem at Uptown Insurance at 6:30 p.m. in the alleyway right next to Uptown Insurance. It's right on State Street, but they're going to be showcasing Salem's history in baseball. Should be pretty interesting for people taking that tour. And also a really big announcement for a husband and wife couple on Court Street. And Diana, tell us what's happening.
And at Raffin's Restaurant Deli, they are celebrating their 1-year anniversary, and this is such a unique little spot in downtown Salem. And what they're going to do is they're going to have some food, some music, samples from vendors, some wine, and they're just throwing a big party to celebrate their first year in business in downtown.
And this husband-wife couple showcases everything organic and local. It's really a wonderful story to have in our downtown Salem business district, a store that features all of our local farmers and produce and meat and poultry vendors. So I'm excited to get out to that. And at Green Bombs, they're going to be making a make and take dog collars, and taking on the theme for this month's First Wednesdays was Dog Days of Summer. But some businesses are doing a dog theme, others are just sticking to the arts. But at Green Bombs, they're going to be sticking with the fun dog theme and making collars. You can sew it. It's a make and take. You show up. I think you pay $5 and you can leave with a fun dog collar. And
don't forget the dog quilts. So they're starting their month-long silent auction, and the proceeds will be going to the nonprofit group called Fido for Fences.
Okay, fantastic. And then next door at the art department, what's happening, Diana?
Art department, oh my gosh. So this is also a dog-themed event, and if you have never seen or heard a dog psychic, now's your chance. So you can come down, you can bring your dog, and the presentation is supposed to be really funny. And her name is Michelle Howard, but she goes by Dr. Pedigree. And she also offers free consultation, so you can't really lose with that one. So you can come learn something about your dog, a little bit of dog psychology, and be entertained at the same time.
And there'll also be some art items at our department. And Katie is going to be showing some of her art. Some of her employees are going to be showing their art. So there'll still be a fun art theme, as well as being able to talk to a dog psychic. Didn't know those were out there. So also across the street at Runaway Art, they'll be doing a make and take. It's always a fun and colorful and artful experience over at Runaway Art Studio. So make sure you make it over there on First Wednesday, June 6th.
And don't forget the ukulele circle at ABC Music. That's always a great class. And
all right, and then the Salem Kaiser Education Foundation, and with Where the Sidewalk Begins, will be doing something every month, either featuring a local artist, but it's always fun to make it over there. They've been having hot hamburgers, hot dogs, and food also on the sidewalk over there. Diana, what's happening at Roy John's?
Well, Roy John is featuring a fantastic artist in their space for the month, and his name is Tim Jakowski, and he does photo montages of authentic, real photos, and of flowers and flower parts. And the artwork is bright and colorful and exciting, and you have to come down and see it because it's just spectacular.
Yeah, it's always one of the most fullest places there at Roy John's, packed to capacity every time. Also in Sugar, they do specialty cakes and cupcakes. And we've seen their cakes around many downtown businesses that they're making themed cakes. So stop into Sugar and you can get your sweet tooth satisfied at Sugar. Okay, over at Bittersweet Boutique, what's happening, Diana?
They are collecting school supplies for Salem Kaiser Education Foundation, and the acronym is SCEF. So for those of you who know it by SCEF, you'll recognize that.
And we're finding a number of locations who are collection centers for SCIFs. We're going to be mentioning some other businesses coming up. So if you have school supplies, slip them in your bag as you're coming out to First Wednesdays here in August 2014. Touching base with Red Raven Gallery, they're presenting a show called High Desert, and these are paintings by Debbie Deno and jewelry by Joyce Ash. Very lovely event happening at Red Raven every single time. You got to make it over to Ferry Street, and you'll love what they do down there at Red Raven Gallery. It's a collective of many artists, many different applications of art. So always love Red Raven. And next door at the Elsinore, what's happening, Diana?
The Elsinore is hosting an art and miniature show, and it's a juried showing of 7 local artists in 2D media, including oils, pastel, watercolors, mixed media, and that runs from 5 to 8 p.m.
And then in the alleyway next to the old Pete's place, it's a new place. I see paper is over the window, so something is going to be opening up there. But in the alleyway on State Street next to Pete's place is going to be a pop-up event by Ross and the Downtown Salem organization, and there will be art, food, music, and drinks from 5 to 9 p.m. Should be pretty lively in that alleyway.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, across the street at the Abbey Art Studio, what do you know they're going to do?
We've got Abbey Art Studio. Julie always has painting on the sidewalk and with the kids involved, and so it's just a really fun way to just stroll down State Street and be involved just in the whole atmosphere of creating art. And then bounce over to Dave Wilson, Designer Jewelers. He always has an art show and a little reception with food and snacks, or food and drinks. So it's just a fun spot to always come into on First Wednesday.
And we also want to mention that the Hallie Ford Museum is open all day on First Wednesday. They close at 5, so make it one of your first places to visit on First Wednesday in August. And we also want to give special thanks to additional businesses coming on, sharing this video invite: the Grand Hotel, Bentley's Restaurant, Salem Convention Center, Northwest Comic Gallery, the Bike Peddler, Create a Memory, Frozation Nation, Tan Republic, many businesses downtown, and many more we're approaching and are open to share this video invite to invite their social media audiences to come down and enjoy our downtown district. So thank you very much for watching, and we appreciate you coming to First Wednesday. It's a 14-year campaign, and is what it is because people like yourself come out and enjoy the experience that the vendors and businesses here in downtown can provide you. So I'm Dave Daly, this is Diana Detweiler, and thank you very much for watching.